Hello there, I'm Corel Painter Master Aaron Rutten, and in this video I'll be unboxing my new Cintiq 27 QHD drawing tablet, and I'll also be attaching my Ergotron LX monitor arm to it. So right now I'm just taking off all the packaging. It's very nicely packaged and well protected. I also noticed that it feels a bit lighter than my Cintiq 24, which is what I was previously using. I'm going to go ahead and just peel off the paper that's protecting the screen here. And this is a nice Quad HD screen, so it's a lot more detailed than the Cintiq 24 that I was using. Here's the back side of it. You can see that there's a couple little legs there to prop it up. And it only really has two positions. You can lay it flat or you can tilt it up at an angle like this. Really, that's not going to work for me because the way my desk is set up, I need to be able to have it move around and be adjustable. So that's why I got the Ergotron arm. Let's take a look at the accessories that come with the Cintiq 27. We have some instruction manuals and a driver's CD, a little cloth you can use to clean the screen, but this is not very interesting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and download the latest driver online anyways, and I don't really feel like I need to read the instruction booklet for this, so I'm going to put that away for now. We have the cable that charges the Express Key remote. We have an HDMI to mini DisplayPort adapter. We also have an HDMI to DVI adapter. There's also these little rings that you can attach to your pen if you want to change the color of your pen, and there's some screws. We'll go ahead and open up the pen holder, which is just a little base that keeps your pen upright. It also has some replaceable nibs hiding inside of it. And then here in this area, we have the USB 3.0 cable. There's 4 USB 3.0 ports on this tablet. We also have a cable for HDMI. And we have a DisplayPort cable. So there's lots of different ways to connect this to your computer, and it's really nice that all the cables are included because I was a little worried about that. I'm going to go ahead and open up the pen now. This is the Wacom Pro pen, and I'll go ahead and just put that away for now. We'll take a look at that later. Here's the box for the Express Key remote. This is a really nice remote. It's magnetic, it sticks to your tablet, and it has a ton of Express keys, so you really don't need a keyboard if you have all your Express keys. There's the power cable, and there's the power adapter which connects to the power cable. So now let's take a look at installing the Ergotron LX arm. Here's the Ergotron box. I'm going to take out all the parts. It's a very nice, very solid aluminum, very nicely built arm here. And it doesn't look too hard to put together. Just a few parts and some screws here. The arm is basically 3 parts. There's the adjustable stand, which kind of clamps down to your desk. If you want, you can clamp it to your desk, or you can drill a hole in your desk, depending on how you want to mount it. Right now I'm adjusting this because the thinness of my desk is pretty thin, so I'm just sizing it for that. I'm going to lay down a nice blanket here or a towel and set my Cintiq face down on that so that I can get to the back. I popped off the cable cover, and right now I'm attaching the USB 3.0 cable, the power cable, and I'm going to connect it through DisplayPort. So I'm just plugging all those in right now, and I'm going to tie them down with a little tie down, make sure they come out of the hole, and then just snap the cover back on. And there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and mount the arm to the back. Now I'm supposed to have an adapter for this so that I can convert this Ergotron LX from a regular VESA square to a rectangle. I don't have that adapter, and honestly I don't feel like spending the money to buy it. I'm just going to try mounting it like this because I'm not going to have my Cintiq dangling very much, so I don't feel like it's really going to hurt it. It's really just going to be kind of propped up on my desk. So I've gone ahead and just decided to mount this using the clamp. So I'm just kind of sliding it in to the edge of my desk. It already fits pretty snugly without me having to really tighten it very much. I'm adding the first part of the arm there, and I'm going to go ahead and lower it to its lowest setting so that it goes underneath my TV and doesn't knock my TV over, because I'd like to have my TV right behind the Cintiq. Then I'll go ahead and bring the Cintiq over and set it on top, and it fits on there like so. And basically that's about all you need to do to install it. Now you may want to fine-tune this a little bit and tighten things up and get it to the right amount of tension. Right now I'm just tightening up the base part where it mounts to the desk, and it's all loosey-goosey right now. It's not really holding the tablet up because the tablet's pretty heavy, so I'll need to do some adjustments. I'm going to move the cables into the back. You can thread the cables through the Ergotron LX arm if you want them to be out of the way, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of doing that, and plus I might want to unplug the cables at some point. I don't want to have to do a lot of work. So I just went ahead and just zip tied them together into a nice bundle of cables and just put them on the backside, and hopefully they're not really going to get pinched or anything. It doesn't look like they will. So everything's kind of a little bit loose right now. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this a little bit. I'm using my hex wrench, and if we just kind of prop this up on the desk here a little bit, I can go ahead and tighten that. It's really just a pretty easy little thing that you screw here to tighten it, and that increases the tension or the strength of the arm. And then now it's holding it a little bit better. There's also another place to tighten the other part of the arm. I tightened that as well. And now everything's a little more solid. So you can see I can prop it up on my desk now. I can stand it up and I can stand and draw, which is really nice for me because I like to be able to do both. And I have this huge range of motion. So here's a quick demo of me drawing on it after it's set up. You can see that right now I have it vertically, and I can do a little doodle here in Corel Painter. I was deciding between the Ergotron LX or the official stand that's for the Cintiq, and I'm glad that I picked the Ergotron because it gives me a lot more options. There's the Express Key remote, which I haven't set up yet, and you can see that I can stand this up flat or horizontally, and I can stand and draw, which is also really nice. So again, I'm just doing some quick doodles. I'm not really going to draw anything too complex with it. You can see that I can even turn it vertically, and I get a huge range of motion. So I'm really glad that I chose the Ergotron over the Cintiq stand. I think that was a much better choice for my setup, but I've used the regular Cintiq stand for my Cintiq 24, and that worked well also. So if you're looking for the best of the best drawing tablets with a screen, I highly recommend the Cintiq 27. I'm going to review this in more detail in some upcoming videos, so stay tuned for those. In the meantime, if you found this information helpful, take a quick second to like this video, and if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.